What's up, guys? Dan from One Man's Waste. I'm gonna show you guys another little source I've found for some gold-plated material, and some of you, trigger alert, some of you are gonna get really mad about this. So I apologize in advance, but to me these are useless, so it is what it is. And so for the information, in my garage I found some old Commodore 64 game cartridges. These cartridges, I mean, look, they're mildew all over the label. The fingers are dirty. I looked these up on eBay. Like this is the one that's in the best condition, and this guy is pretty nasty, and this guy's even worse. So typically, you know, I try to resell these things first, but these are in rough condition, and I would be hard pressed to get them clean, and then God knows how long they would sit on eBay before I got, you know, I think one of them was worth like $10, and the other one might have been worth a few bucks more than that. By the time they take fees and shipping, I haven't even made up for the labor of getting these things clean. So I'm not interested, and I'm not going to do it. I tore one of these apart a while ago, and so I know what I'm expecting when I open this, and that's why I'm doing this video. If you have these sitting around and they're in this shape and not able to be resold, then these have a neat little surprise in there. Now you might have thought, okay, well, cool, you got basically a fingered card. Well, there's something a little bit better than that. So let me see if I can pop this open. I already took the screw out of this one. So inside, well, I might have to scratch this to show you. So inside you've got this little guy. So you've got some fingers, and right, it looks like some gold-plated dots and a couple ICs, and I guess this little guy might, I guess this little guy might have a small, you know, I throw these in these old disc caps, or I throw these in a pile, and I guess they have a potential for silver, but I've never done any of that stuff yet, so whatever. So, you know, here's what I wanted to show you. These whole board, let me grab something to scratch this. It's not just, here we go. It's not just the fingers that are plated. If you scratch the traces off, actually this entire board, these traces are all gold plated. So they plated the entire board before they put that mask on. So that's kind of neat. So I've got a couple of them this way. I've got to break them down. I'm assuming, because the first one was that way and this one was also the same, so I'm going to assume that they all are built the same way. So here's our second one, and I've got a big trace here. Look, that trace is also gold plated, and these things are old. What, 60s or 70s or something? Not 60s, probably 70s though. And my understanding is back then they made that plating even thicker, so cool. I'm gonna depopulate these off of the camera, take these ICs off, and I don't know, throw them in with my stuff that, you know, throw them in with my fingers and stuff, and then eventually I'll get around to them. But if you saw the back room, we're not anywhere near ready for that stuff, so I don't know. What do we got in this one? Made in Hong Kong, but again, the same thing. And I don't even need to, but we can scratch that solder mask off just to show you. So if you get these old ones now, I haven't had the chance to try with other game systems yet, but at this point we can say that that Commodore cartridges are full plate traces on these boards. So, and they're old, so it's probably like, you know, thick, because gold was significantly cheaper at that time. But one way to find out. So I'm gonna throw these in the fingerboards, and we'll get to that some other time. So thanks for watching. If you're new, please, you know, like the video and subscribe.